Hey everyone, welcome to another WordPress Wednesday. We're going to start off 2015 by bringing to you 5 trends, 5 brand new trends for your website that you're going to find in 2015 happening more and more and more. These we kind of saw these coming in at the end of 2014. So I just want to kind of bring them to your attention because you've probably noticed them, but I don't know if they've registered yet, and you might want to take some of these ideas and apply them to your website. All right, so here we go. 5 trends. The first thing, and this is not the first number, but I want to tell you, please be sure that your website is responsive. If you don't know what that is, I'm going to put a link in the description box. Click on that. It'll show you a full tutorial of what we mean by responsive website. Be sure that you do not have a mobile version and a full version of your website. You do not need that anymore. I know different programs like GoDaddy allow you to do a mobile version of your website. That is not what you're looking for. You're looking for a website to be responsive. And typically, what that means basically is it's going to respond to whatever browser or device it's being viewed on. So click the link below if you don't know what responsive is. All right, here we go. The very first one I want to tell you about is that websites are actually getting away from the big slideshows that you have on the home page. You know, those are very typical. And I'll shrink myself down here and kind of move over here for a second. You find a lot of websites that have the big, slideshow happening right here. But typically, but now what we're seeing, the trend for 2015 is get rid of the slideshow, because most people don't sit there and watch all those slides anyway. You have 5, 6 slides. First of all, that's going to bog down your time, right? Your load time. Nobody's going to sit there and watch, their 5th or 6th slide. There's no reason to have it. So what we're seeing now is more of these larger images being there in place, and we're seeing more professional photography happening on websites now. So larger images, getting rid of the slideshow, especially when you're down in that tiny mobile version. You certainly do not need a slideshow happening there, okay? Speaking of kind of the same layout, the second thing I want to bring to your attention is larger fonts are really going to be seen more now. Typography is really a wow factor happening on a lot of websites. So as you scroll down, you're going to see, 36 font type. Even I've seen some websites that have like a 56 font. It's really huge, very bold, and nice, simple, clean design with the typography really being kind of the center point, the focal point. So that's number 2. The third thing I'm going to show you that the websites are actually getting more toward like storytelling versus just a bunch of information. And I think one of my favorite cities in the United States is Seattle. I think this website right here, the Space Needle, actually does a wonderful job of storytelling and kind of gets you excited to scroll through their whole website and really explore what all they've done here. It's not only just a fantastic looking website, but as you begin to scroll up, so it gives you a little bit of directions, you begin to scroll up. Check this out. Now, here we go. We're basically, in a sense, going up the Space Needle. And we kind of get to see the city skyline behind me as the story is being told and unfolds. So it's very cool. You can see on this left side of the screen kind of how high up we are. And you're still scrolling, moving up. Anyway, if you get a chance, come play on this because it's a really cool website. And it makes people want to stay here, explore here, click through all the stuff, and be sure that they don't miss anything on this website, which is wonderful because they're spending more and more time on the website, right? Yet they also have really easy navigation, which is super important as well. You certainly don't want to get so creative that you cause frustration to your end user, right? But very cool. I really like their huge fonts and the simplicity of the website and how they're presenting their story. All right, that was number 3. Number 4, you're going to see a lot of longer pages happening, and that's kind of an example of what we're seeing here. I've not done one click, and yet I've seen all of this content. I'm not scrolling down, I'm actually scrolling up because they want you to go to the top of the Space Needle, right? It's very creative, very different, and they're still saying, keep scrolling up because you can go up into the space and actually find more and more details above and beyond. So wonderful website. Other examples of kind of longer scrolling, we kind of did that over here on WPWED for WordPress Wednesday videos. We elongated it from just having our top 10 posts, our top 10, most recent posts, to actually having 20. So we let the page be longer, allowing people to find more resources quickly and easily, and not making them have to click through to go deeper and deeper, trying to find navigation and the videos that they're wanting to see. So longer pages are back in. And the fifth and final thing I want to tell you about the trends, obviously, when we're doing these kind of more elaborate type of navigation systems like what we find over here on the Space Needle, when we're doing these longer pages here where it's quite a bit of information, you want to be sure that the trends happening now in 2015, you want to be sure of load time, speed. It's got to be fast. So even though we're doing these really cool things, you absolutely need to be sure that your load time is fantastic, that the pages load quickly, not only in a desktop version, but also on a cell phone. So be sure to check those, actually, pull it up on your cell phone. Take a look at it. Be sure it functions well. Ask a friend of yours that doesn't have the same phone. Can you pull it up on your phone? Let's take a look and see how long it takes to load. Get off of the Wi-Fi network you're pulling from. Go out on the street corner and try it there and see how that 4G pulls it down and references it and sees it. Super important to test all these things. I hope you have a great 2015. If you're in the San Antonio area, be sure to look for us at our Meetup groups. We always have great resources for you there. I'll put the link below so you can find us. If you have any questions or if you want to know how to implement any of these cool trends going on, be sure to give us a shout out on Twitter or send us an email over on wpwed.com. Thanks so much, y'all. Bye-bye.